Maude is the southernmost and shortest of the 9,000-foot peaks that constitute the Entiat Cirque, a mountainous crest that rises in the eastern region of the Washington Cascades. Out of its neighbors, Seven Finger Jack and Fernal, Maude is the most popular hiking destination for having a relatively short approach and a combination of non-technical and technical summit route options. Maude is also, however, climbed in conjunction with its neighbors, and we chose to climb it after doing Seven Finger Jack. The hike begins on Phelps Creek Trail, going north about 3 miles to Leroy Creek. In the early and mid-season, this creek can present a challenge to get across, which is why many opt to visit the area in the late season. By our late August trip, the creek presented no challenge to cross. Just past the crossing, Leroy Creek Trail branches off to the right up the hillside. Taking this trail for a few hours reaches Leroy Basin, a popular campsite for Seven Finger Jack and Maude. After climbing Seven Finger Jack that afternoon, we returned to the campsite for the night in preparation for Maude the next day. From Leroy Basin, a climber's trail can be located going southeast and making a slight rising traverse up the mountainside. At about 6,900 feet of elevation, the trail reaches a saddle, where we diverged off the trail and up the ridgeline. From the ridgeline, the most non-technical route runs just left of the cliff bands leading to Ice Lakes, and then turns left once above the cliffs on the left. We chose to go directly through the cliffs on the left for some fun, albeit loose, Class 3 scrambling. From this point, the summit is directly ahead and easily attainable. The descent follows the ascent back to the saddle. From here, 2 options are possible. Descend the trail back to Leroy Basin and follow Phelps Creek back, or take the Kearney Mountain High Route, which runs across the steep mountainsides parallel to Phelps Creek. We chose the Kearney Mountain Route, which is much less straightforward than we had hoped. This route towards the beginning is difficult to follow through cliff terrain, loose rock fields, and dense shrubbery, and progresses to an established trail only towards the very end. Budget some buffer time if you plan on doing this route, but it does make for some excellent scenery in high mountain environments. Overall, hiking in the Entiat Cirque makes for beautiful scenery, decent scrambling, and the expansive meadows characteristic of the Eastern Cascades. You can find more info on the other 2 Entiat mountains in our Mount Fernal Copper Peak trip and our Seven Finger Jack trip posted below. And if you liked the video or found it useful, be sure to subscribe.